For sale, we have a Ranger Reata 211 model year 2012. This is far from your average 2012 boat though. The first thing you'll see is this boat was just repowered 2 months ago. So repowered to this boat is a Yamaha VMAX Show 225. The warranty start date is February 20th of this year. It will have a 500-hour, 5-year warranty through February 20th of 2029. Give you years of worry-free performance. On this boat now, I have a 4-blade prop. I like this prop for rough water, pulling tubes, skiing, whatever. Gets up on plane really quick. You can go really slow for pulling those kids comfortably, and handles rough water really, really well. So if we look around the transom, you can see that down below we have a active imaging 3-in-1 transducer that gives us our chirp, gives us 2D, gives us side scan, or it gives us down scan. We also have a remote drain plug that's been installed in the boat. So if you look here, we can remove the drain plug as needed from in the boat. This was an upgrade that I did to the boat. Really, really handy. Helps in case you forget. So, moving to the side compartments. So let's look inside on the port side. So as you can see, we have 3 fairly new Ionic lithium 12-volt batteries wired up in series to give us 36 volts. That powers the Lowrance Ghost up front. They're 50 amp hours each. I have the Ionic battery trays for them, stainless steel at the bottom. I also have a Noco Gen Pro 10x4 charger. It is a 4-bank 10 amp and it will do lithium, AGM, flooded. That keeps all 4 batteries on the boat charged, and everything up to date as you needed. Let's see here. So moving to the other side here, you can see we have an 1100 cranking amp battery, lithium ion, 100 amp hour capacity that is used for the main starting battery and electronics. It also has a built-in jump box, so if you ever do let it run down, you can hit that button and you get a jump box built in. We have all of our breakers here. We've got fuses for the bilge pump individually, so that the override super switch float that I put in will kick on in case the water level gets too high. We have a thermal reset breaker which powers all of our high power electronics up front. We have 6-gauge marine tin copper that goes all the way up front to run the amp, active target, your front head units, to give you good clean power up there. We've got our standard breaker here going up to the front of the boat. We also have our NEMA bus in the back with all of our NEMA connected devices. So that includes the Lowrance fuel data management system, and it includes the Yamaha Show back here, which also has had the water pressure sensor, which does not come standard from Yamaha, added to it so that we get that data on the NEMA network. Looking at your back deck, you can see just an amazingly large back deck, great for fishing, great for sun pad, whatever you guys would like to use it for. Awesome storage in this boat, right? Huge dry storage compartment, all of them gel coated with drains. On this side we have our cooler compartments. Ranger, one of the few boat manufacturers that makes a somewhat decent cooler. We've got 2 coolers on this side. Hopping in the boat, you can see the view from on the upper deck here. There's that nice new motor that we talked about, splash well, and you can see again how large this casting deck is. We've got a ski ladder on this side, so it's easy to get in and out of the boat when you're having a day on the lake. We've got your seat pedestal pole, and we've got the hole for the included ski pylon that goes in there. It's a solid pylon, goes right down into the transom, super strong, so you can pull whoever you need. So moving forward, you'll notice that this boat does not have the standard middle seat that came on the 211. So this boat came with just a cushion here. People used to step on it. It was kind of a pain in the rear. When Ranger came out with the 212, they started putting this flip-up seat. And as you can see, it's really nice because it gives you backrest or a step. So I called up Connie at Ranger and said, hey, will that fit my boat? She did some measurements, said, yes, sir, it will. I ordered the parts from them, and I replaced that seat. So now you've got 3 across, backrest, and more importantly, you got a step here, so when your co-angler, whoever gets up in the back, they're not stepping on your seats. Upholstery's in amazing shape. Again, the front seats, I also changed these front seats to the seats out of the 212. So the 211 had a little bit different style seat, didn't have this flip-up bolstering. So these have the flip-up bolster, so you can flip it up. If you wanted to, you can stand, sit, whatever you need to do. Gives you a little better view in the boat. So again, these seats are in amazing shape. On the sides here, you can see these side panels. In most boats, these side panels are in horrific shape. Sun damage, water stains, all of that on there. So I removed these last year, ordered the original Ranger paint, repainted both sides with the original Ranger paint. Also ordered new handles and new logo stickers for there. So these panels look brand spanking new. They're in amazing shape, and it makes the boat look like a brand new boat. So moving to the helm. So at the helm, we have an HDS 12 carbon. We have the included tilt wheel that came from Ranger. We have blinker trim, so you can trim the motor without taking your hand off the wheel. Down below, we have a TH Marine hot foot. Gives you great control over the boat, rough water, amazing. Anybody that's ever used one will tell you just can't live without it. I also included the slider plate with it. So this lets you move it to position it for the particular driver. Both the seat and the pedal move. So if you have various drivers for the boat, you can actually adjust it to get a very comfortable position. I've also added this Rock wireless charger. Amazing add-on to the boat. You clip your phone right in there, wirelessly charge your phone, holds it super solid. You don't have to worry about it falling out in waves and so forth. Again, we have our Yamaha standard controls here. No problems at all with them. Did change this trim switch a few years ago as it went out. Works perfectly fine. Down below we got our live well controls, and we have a dual USB for charging if you don't want to use the wireless. We've got regular contour switches. We've got our Ranger gauges in place. And in addition, in the HDS, I have the NEMA network hooked up. And the HDS will see all of the engine data, water pressure, water temperature, so forth. And I've added the fuel data management, so you can see we're reporting how much gas we've got left in the boat. Because we have the entire NEMA network set up here, we can control our radio from here, and we have control over the Ghost trolling motor from here. So plenty of connected options here at the helm for what you need control. Moving over to the passenger seat, you can see we have a Fusion Audio radio installed in the boat. All right, so this is the Apollo 770. This is the top of the line Fusion model. It's got all the DSPs and so forth in it, Wi-Fi connectivity, and it's connected to the NEMA network, so you can control it from your phone. You can control it for either of the head units, and stream wireless data from your phone. And in addition to that, in here there are ports, auxiliary ports and so forth if you need them. For speakers, there are two JL Marine 650s. These are basically the best speaker you can get. These are the high power version designed to work with an amp. And this boat absolutely kicks out some really good high quality music and sound. Moving forward, We have our rod locker. All I have in it is the Sea Clear Marine stern light, which I'll include with the boat. Amazing stern light. It's adjustable. You can go from super bright, change colors, whatever you need to do. And as you can see, here's our rod locker. So closing the rod locker. As you can see, this boat has the included deck extension. So this deck extension basically fills in the front deck for the boat. So you have a full fish deck up there. So if you look up here, we've got our 2 side compartments. We've got our seat post, and then we have a recessed comfort trolling motor pedal. This makes it much more comfortable fishing long days. It makes it super natural where your foot is, so that you're not at a bent knee position, making it more uncomfortable. So taking a look at our hatches, okay. One thing you'll notice on this boat, all of these latches, with the exception of the 2 fake hatches in the back, were replaced with Jim Lux compression latches. So this boat came with Perco latches that are plastic, kind of junky. They needed constant adjustment. They're bending, breaking. They're just super duper problematic. So I went out and spent $120 for each one of these, and there's 13 in the boat. So I think it's 11 without the 2 I changed, but they're absolutely amazing, because what they do is, you can see they're stainless steel. When you shut the latch, you flip it down, it actually pulls tension on the hatch, so it keeps it nice and tight, keeps that seal working so you don't get water down in there, and keeps it from bouncing so it doesn't wear on the latch and your hinges and so forth. But these are an absolute amazing upgrade, and they're like $120 a shot. So very, very nice upgrade. So looking in the front compartment on the port side, you can see we've got a nice locker for whatever you need, tackle, life jacket, so forth. This is where I put the active target. This is also where I put the JL amp. So coming up here, you've got 6 gauge Marine 10 going into a bus bar. I've got 6 gauge Marine 10 going down to the JL amp, and then I've got an 8 gauge Marine 10 coming up front that powers the front live unit. So on the starboard side, you can see it's a standard hatch. A little bit of water in there, but we've got a hydrant, fuses in there. So pulling the boat along, we've got a Lowrance Ghost. It's hooked up at 36 volts. I've got the TH Marine Eliminator prop nut on it. We've got active target installed, and of course up front we've got our Lowrance live unit running active target right now, but it has access to all the transducers, has access to the engine data, has access to the radio, or if you want to control the trolling motor from there, you can as well. We also have a 0.1 GPS unit, gives us a precision GPS fix, along with boat heading, so when you're fishing offshore, you can see exactly how and what direction the boat is facing. So now let's talk about the trailer a little bit. So 18 months ago, I replaced the trailer tires. These are Goodyear Endurance. They're about the only American-made trailer tire anymore. Pretty much everybody said this is the only tire to get for a trailer. They've got less than 1,000 miles. I don't use the trailer a lot because the boat lives on the water. And then up front, you can see I converted the boat to an electric over hydraulic system. Hydrostar sells a marine kit. I bought the kit, paid a guy to do some welding work and install it for me. It's really an amazing upgrade. So what this does is it allows you to control the brakes in the trailer from a brake controller. It makes a huge difference in how easy it is to stop this boat. I also have upgraded the winch. The old winch was getting some wear on it, so I bought the Fulton F2 2-speed, super heavy-duty winch strap, and it's a 2-speed winch, so you can shift gears in it, and it really, really makes it super easy to crank up the boat. If you have any questions, let me know. It's an awesome family boat for somebody who wants to have play days and go out and have a good time fishing. Everything on the boat works as expected. Really would be a problem-free boat and a great deal for somebody.